You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to a FIFA 14 trading guide on my channel. Today we're going to be doing team of the week investing, and this is a very high budget method, so you're going to need like $1 million plus or definitely 800k plus. This is the sort of trading technique that you're going to want to use if you've got coins for spare. You don't want to do this technique if you want to, you know, buy a player, sell it on and make profit straight away. This is going to like be a 2 or 3 week process, so you're definitely going to need a lot of coins to do this. Now if this isn't the right tutorial for you, maybe you've got less coins, go and check out the ultimate trading guide on my channel. It's a 28-minute long video that covers trading techniques for every budget, and yeah, it tells you everything you need to know about trading. There'll be a link down in the description to that if you want to check it out. Now if you want to buy some ultimate team coins, maybe you're too lazy to trade, go check out basile.com. their link will be in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service, and if you use the discount code TCAPGUN, you'll get 5% off all of your purchases. Now here we go, we're going to get into it. Basically what we're going to be doing is having a look at a couple of my investments, and then I'm going to sort of tell you how to do the method and what sort of players you should be looking for. So the investments I went for, we're in team of the week number 8 right now. I have 3 players. First off, I have Figueroa that I bought for about 10,000 coins a piece, got one for 10,500. think I lost my head. They were basically discard. We then have Maxwell that I was picking up for like 15k to 16k, which is a pretty good price for him. And then also Miranda, who is from team of the week number 3, and I picked him up for around about the 26.5k mark. Now Maxwell is from team of the week number 4, Figueroa is from team of the week number 5, so that means that Figueroa's been out of packs for 3 weeks, Maxwell's been out of packs for 4 weeks, and Miranda's been out of packs for 5 weeks. Now what we'll do is we'll check the sort of profit I've made on my investments. So if we go over to ultimate team trading, first off we're going to have a look at Figueroa. So Figueroa is the most recent one I bought, and you sort of had a couple of them. Now if we go into it, we'll have a look, and you can see that his cheapest buy now is 11,750 coins. Now that's pretty good for me, because that means that from my 10,000 coins that I originally bought Figueroa for, he's gone up 17.5%. I'm going to lose 5% for tax, so I'm going to get profit of 12.5% roughly, because, you know, like interest is different or something like that. You don't really need to know about that. Roughly 12.5%. I would expect if I held on to him for another 2 weeks, he'd probably be up to about 14k. So that is a good amount of money to get like as a return on my investment. And we look at returns on investments in terms of percentage. We don't look in terms of like monetary value. So I don't look at it and I'm like, oh, I've only made 1,000 coins on Figueroa. I look at it as in terms of percentage, because that's what's really important. Now if we look at my next one, so Figueroa's kind of worked. I'm going to hold on to him for a little while longer before I sell him on, so he has sort of worked. The next one we're going to look at is Miranda. Now Miranda is one that didn't work at all, so this is something you're going to have to realise that it's not 100% method, because I was almost certain Miranda would rise in price. I mean, he's Brazilian, he's one of the best centre backs in La Liga, he's got, you know, decent defending, heading, he's got very good pace, so I thought that he would be one that would go up in price. Unfortunately he's not. He's only gone up to 27k, so you know, I haven't actually made any money on him. I might be able to sell him on for, you know, a little bit more than the lowest buy it now. Let's have a look at the bin prices. If we go down, yeah, there's one at 27,000, one at 27.5. I probably could sell him on for 28.5k, but that's being hopeful. So he didn't work particularly. So now you're thinking, oh, maybe this method doesn't work, but I will show you the player that has increased the most, and that is Maxwell. As you know, I was buying him for around 16 to 17k. Look at his inform. Now the lowest buy now on the market is 23,000 coins. That means that he's gone up 8k, or in terms of percentage, that's almost a 50% increase. That is really good profit. I mean, I'm going to be making like maybe 7k on every single card, and I've got like 4 or 5 of them, so that's, I don't know, 4 or 5, 35k ish on just those players. That was a pretty good amount of money, so I'm pretty happy with the Maxwell. So Maxwell's a good one because he obviously is one of the best left backs in League One. He's Brazilian, he plays for PSG, so he's at one of the best clubs, and therefore people want to make PSG teams, especially to get him in with the likes of Lavezzi, because Lavezzi's got an inform as well. Those two get a strong link to each other, and therefore people want to use them. Obviously Ibrahimovic is a massive part of the PSG lineup, so people who buy like Ibrahimovic and want like a full PSG team are going to Maxwell because he's like the best that you can have at left back. So there you go. So that's have a look at my investments. Now we're going to go through what you need to look at or look for when you are looking for a player to invest in. Now what I've got to say is it's very dangerous to invest in strikers and high profile wingers. So we're looking at this team of the week. Now if a player you're investing in gets a second inform or another inform, you are scuppered. You are going to lose so much money. And people who have had the inform Aguero and inform Lewandowski and investing in him are going ruined this week, because they've dropped a second inform Aguero, a second inform Lewandowski. So when you're investing, you need to keep up with the real life fixtures results for players. You need to know who's scoring. If Aguero gets 2 goals, it's likely he gets a team of the week. Dump him. Lewandowski gets a hat-trick. Dump him, because you don't want to be in the position where EA announce it and his price plummets, because that's what happens to the first inform. Price plummets and the second inform comes out and is worth just slightly more than the original inform. So, you know, strikers are a difficult one, because if they get a very good week, they're going to get an inform, and it's quite easy to see which ones. So strikers are dangerous, you know, especially the high profile ones. People like Ronaldo, very dangerous. When have you ever seen an ultimate team year where there hasn't been like 3, 4, 5 inform Ronaldos in one season? It never happens, so make sure that you are clever about it. Now, the people I would recommend you invest in, you'll notice that from my investments already, that they're all defenders. This week is actually a very bad week for investing, just purely because there aren't very many investable players. But the players I'd recommend you try and pick up would be Digne, because he's one of the best French left-backs in League One. He plays for PSG. You saw what happened to Maxwell. I mean, he might actually drop off Maxwell's price a little bit, so I'm going to dump off my Maxwell soon. But yeah, I think that he'll go up, because at the moment he's lingering, or he's going to be discard by the end of the week, and he definitely isn't worth discard. It's just that this is a really good team of the week. So loads of packs are being opened, so there's loads of him. Debussy, another very good one that I recommend that you maybe try and invest in. Kulka, when he goes down to discard, yeah, maybe worth picking up, although you saw that Figueroa hasn't really gone up all that much. You'd have to pick up a heck of a lot of them to make it worthwhile. Rodrigo, or Roberto, sorry, the goalkeeper, he's a good one because he's 74 rated. When you invest in silvers, always make sure that they're 74 rated. Same with bronzes, make sure they're 64 rated if they're going to be an inform, because we saw that Kulka, he is now on a second inform. He had a 74 rated silver card, and because he got a second inform, it doesn't matter because it's gold, and that's not going to affect his silver inform's price, because people want the silver inform for their silver teams, and therefore it's more desirable, and they're rarer as well. So there you go, guys. I hope I've sort of explained how this method works to your, you know, your sort of level of expectation. If you've got any questions, feel free to tweet me on Twitter. My handle is @CapGunTom. Leave comments, PM me, do whatever the heck you want to get in contact with me. I do try and get through every message that I get, and if it is like a valid question that I think is worth answering, I will of course answer it. But there you go, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Go out and make some money. Obviously, if this isn't the right budget for you, you haven't got a million coins, go and check out the Ultimate Trading Guide. There'll be a link in the description for you. But yeah, there you go, guys. I'll leave it there. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time.